being able to trade expertise really matters when knowledge becomes specialized. And performance, what organizations do, depends on the effective combination of expertise that may be disseminated across the organization. In these circumstances, when you have an employee or a manager who has great social skills, you can see how that facilitates this exchange of specialized information among peers. One hypothesis for the recent growth in the importance of social skills is that technology might have been one of the main factors driving the rise of importance of skills that allow people that become more and more specialized, more and more knowledgeable of their own expertise to be able to work together and collaborate. I think there is also another reason why social skills are important in facilitating communications in vertical relationship, meaning the exchange of information between managers and employees. So the exchange of information along the hierarchy. And this comes down to the fact that managers are a very specific type of knowledge workers. These are knowledge workers that typically specialize in solving complex problems. There is this notion of management by exception, which is, the problem gets solved by employees, but when you have a very difficult problem, then you pass it on to your manager, and that's what managers specialize in doing. And so if you think about managers in this way, then you can see how managers that have social skills are able to facilitate this exchange of information along the vertical chain of the hierarchy. In a nutshell, being a very well-managed organization, to me, the realization is that it depends on a series of, if you like, soft factors that are really set from the top of the organization. Leadership sets the tone for the whole organization, including the importance, signaling and communicating the importance of managerial excellence. This does not absolutely mean that CEOs should be the ones themselves that go around and are operationally deal with operational effectiveness. But what this means is that CEOs should be the ones that create the conditions for other people to implement well. What does that mean? Well, first of all, you have to have somebody who's able to understand where its zone of expertise begins and where it ends. So CEOs that are able to delegate and empower people who might have specific knowledge and maybe even specific operational knowledge that they need to act upon. That, I think, is a tremendous skill that many CEOs unfortunately don't have. And together with the ability to delegate, it's also the importance and the ability to coordinate, and so to create alignment. Of course, if you start delegating too much and people are not aligned with the objectives of the organization, then that is also detrimental to firm performance. And so I think it's this rare combination of being able to empower others and at the same time create alignment and create a direction for the organization. In practice, this means allocating time for these coordinative activities, being able to communicate that well, and being credible in sending that message. You cannot decide, you cannot just go one day and change your style. You have to be very committed and follow this type of behavior over time. Ultimately, I believe this is something that goes back to being able to create trust in the organization and trust in your own managerial style.
Warum ist die Fähigkeit zum Perspektivenwechsel so wichtig? Und warum wird uns diese Fertigkeit den Weg aus der Pandemie erleichtern? 7 anerkannte Verhaltensökonominnen und Wissenschaftlerinnen haben in ihren aktuellen Forschungsarbeiten Antworten auf diese Fragen gefunden und werden diese mit Ihnen teilen und diskutieren. Hans-Joachim Voth, was können wir aus der historischen Evidenz früherer Pandemien für unseren postpandemischen Weg lernen? Felix Oberholzer-Chi spricht über strategische Werkzeuge, die uns helfen, mit Kreativität zu jenen neuen Strategien zu kommen, die den Perspektivenwechsel inkludieren. Raffaela Sadun zeigt uns, warum gerade soziale Kompetenz eines der wichtigsten Tools für CEOs sein wird, wenn sie postpandemische Strategien erfolgreich implementieren wollen. Süle Alan und Göste Korecikulu Ijakoglu präsentieren ihr Experiment Improving Workplace Climate in Large Corporations. Die Ergebnisse zeigen, warum Vertrauen in der Arbeitswelt eine zentrale Rolle spielt. Matthias Sutter teilt seine Ergebnisse zu Leadership und Perspektivenwechsel mit Ihnen und diskutiert die wesentlichsten Prinzipien, die über Erfolg und Misserfolg entscheiden. Ernst Fehr, der führende Verhaltensökonom, wird diesmal ganz praktisch. Er spricht über eine evidenzbasierte Toolbox, die einen erfolgreichen Perspektivenwechsel ermöglicht. Ergänzt wird dieses postpandemische Strategiepaket durch 6 Praktikerinnen. Sie teilen mit Ihnen Erkenntnisse und Erfahrungsberichte zu evidenzbasierten Werkzeugen, die Sie in Ihren jeweiligen Unternehmen bereits ganz konkret angewendet haben.